Okay, so this is basically when my child's alienation was used against me in on several different instances. Uh, my child, was alienated against me, and people lied about me and shit, saying that the kid wasn't mine. All this town did this shit for a good fucking year and a half. All right, and eventually, it gets to the point where Russell first makes lies up about me. Now, keep in mind, this guy had a friend who made a picture of five guys, five black guys around my son, like the meme, right? So yeah, because I was being alienated against, and I was actually kind of like voicing it. All right. Oh, it's not a lie. Oh yeah, I'm lying though, right? I'm lying. Yeah, that's when the feminists decided to banish me by saying they hate all men. Um, this is someone who brought. This needs to go in the Russell First folder, honestly. As for Suzik, he was in here too. Be able to find him. Ah, here it is. So here's Suzik's glorious character up on public display right now. Um, this dude fucking decided to think that it was cute to make fun of a person's alienation of their child. So this guy's making fun of my child, who was being abused, by the way, and I didn't even know because I was being alienated against. He was being abused by his caretakers at the time, who I didn't get to even hear from him. I didn't get to hear from my kid. So this type of abuse from the town happened to me for a very long time. For a very fucking long time. And people that are saying that, oh, he's crazy, he's delusional, you can look at the fucking type of shit that they're saying, guys. You can look at the type of shit that they fucking said about me. You can look at you can look at the abuse. When I say I have the screenshots, I fucking have the screenshots. Okay? And right now, yeah, I'm fucking going out. I'm literally fucking crashing out. Why? Because I'm getting fucking tired of narcissistic fucking assholes saying that I'm lying. This was all while I was being alienated because the law did not recognize me as the father because I was a third-party parent in the state of Michigan, and their laws made it to where they had to do some really shady and shisty shit just for me to have my son back after he was taken from the people who alienated him from me. He was taken from them by DHS. Okay? And then I get him back. And I get him out broken. And what does this town do? What does this town do? They used his traumatic experiences and they used his traumatic outbursts as a way to try to also paint me. And then they realized that's not going to work. So now they're playing nice and trying to find something. Anything. Well, guess what? If you want to find something, look at this. Look at that. You know? Look at all this shit right here. Look at the type of shit I had to fucking deal with when I was getting berated by people who had family members all the way in Vassar. They were getting their family members in on me. All right? They were getting their fucking family members in on me. Go ahead. Read this shit. You can't really read it that well, but yeah, it's there. I actually have 3 kids and can see them whenever. Maybe you should just, yeah. Go kill yourself. Your son is better off without you. This is how alienated fathers are treated, by the way. This is not just for me. This is every alienated father gets this. The woman always gets, oh, I can't believe he's such a dick. I can't believe he's such an asshole. But guys get this. This is what guys get. Not a shred of fucking empathy. Okay? That's the person who took my son away. That was my ex-fiance right there. Okay? There you go. So all the fucking people who came at me and said that I was this and this and this and that's why she left, fuck off. And fuck you. And as for the 10 years of abuse that I've put up with from people like Luke Ferguson who came up and tried to threaten to rape my girlfriend, people like fucking Kitten B. Hunter who went to my girlfriend's work just to make a fucking scene. When asked to leave, no less. People like Russell First who lost political debates and made up entire lies about me, and I have all that shit still here, by the way. Okay? People like Adam Newman, who talked shit about me behind my back because he liked a girl that he thought I was going after before he did, which wasn't even the case. I was just meeting people in a bar. Guess what? The reason he asked that girl out is because of me. I told him to do it. I'm the reason he actually got the yes. He should be thanking my ass. Because I basically... When I first met this guy, it was because he had a drum set that I had never seen an electric drum set before. It was like, what, 2004? It was early 2000. It was, yeah, about 2000 something. It was like the same year that Alana left. I went to the bar and he had his drum set, and I'm like, "You brought your Rock Band drum set?" And he's like, "It's not a toy," and looks at me like fucking mean and shit, right? Like he's fucking angry and holding that resentment in. So I'm like, whatever, bro. And I just go across the way and I talk to this girl. And later on that week, he talks to this girl behind my back in person. And the only reason I knew this was I had made comments on a couple of her posts, just nonchalant shit. Like, yeah, I understand that. I've been there before. Shit like that, right? And he points to those comments as here, and then he uses the words and here. So he's not saying any actual sentences. He's just using two words, you know. So I know he's talking to her in person, and I know he's just using those as examples. So I give him a straight up fucking message. Like I DM him. I'm like, dude, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but it's not right to talk about people behind their back. It's extremely unbecoming, and it's ungentlemanlike. As soon as I say that, he shows me that I texted her. He shows her that I texted him, and they both block me. Now, the reason I know he showed her this is because they both blocked me as soon as I did. Not just him, but her as well. Almost instantaneously, all right? So it doesn't take fucking brain science to know the psychology behind that or how people behave and how people are behaving when they're fucking acting shady. That's pretty fucking easy to figure out what the fuck happened. Alright? But here's the thing. Later on, after all that shit was said and done, I'm like, dude, instead of talking shit about me behind my back nonstop, have you ever bothered to fucking ask her out? If you like her, dude, rather than trying to demean someone else, it's a lot easier to confront the person directly and say, you know what, maybe we should date. If you're friends with her, then maybe you should fucking, you know, make the actual fucking effort to say something. And he did. And he did. And shortly after, he actually got in a relationship with her. It didn't last very long. It didn't stick around. Didn't stay. But at least he made the effort. And it's because of me he even got that far at all. Because without my fucking input, I guarantee you, he wouldn't have had the balls to even fucking ask. So that's the type of shit I've been dealing with out here. Okay? People who should be fucking thanking me. Who are fucking, like, downing me. Alright? Let's go into Brandon Krause. There was a person who was trying to inquire as to who I was. Who was trying to inquire as to what I was, you know, all about. And Brandon Krause comes at them with this. This is about my music, by the way, because he was inquiring as to why my music and this. The guy that you're asking about in Alpena is nothing but drama. He's been in trouble. He's been in trouble for stalking. He's no musician, and he steals other people's material. I've never been in trouble for stalking. I've already posted my actual fucking... If you go to my page, you'll see that I've posted my fucking whole fucking arrest record. I do not have one. Period. I've never been arrested in this state, I've been arrested in this state, but never in the Alpena city at all. Okay? Never been arrested in Alpena, but this guy said I was in jail for Alpena. I've also got other texts from this guy, by the way. Okay? But here's the funny thing. He also says he is no musician. He steals other people's material. I have videos where you go to my actual Zynexia 2013 Productions where I show people how I'm making them. Some of my releases I've made on stream. Some of my releases were made on stream. So This was fucking completely ludicrous and fabricant. But whatever. Let's see why he would say something like that. A Spruce man pleads not guilty to a break-in and assault. A Spruce man involved in a burglary and an assault on a 73-year-old Alpena woman has pleaded not guilty. Brandon J. Krause is charged with accessory after the fact. The alleged that Krause, when 18-year-old Eric McMaster, Dylan Fitzpatrick, so these two people were also implicated, apparently. He did it with two friends. Look at that. Look at that. Okay? And then we've got this right here. We got this right here. Right? Is this the same one? Yeah, that's the same one. Okay, but he's also got two other charges. He's got one where he went after, yeah. This is why he's in Alpena, by the way. He's hiding out. The dude hid out in Alpena. The suspect was identified as Brandon Krause, 34 years old, Los Angeles. He was booked for grand theft. He stole things from a business. Okay? Entered a retail store, 600 block, Silver Lake area near Los Feliz. The suspect removed over $700 in merchandise, then exited the business without paying. Rampart area officers arrested the suspect in a parking lot without incident. They arrested him. All right? That's not all, guys. That's not all. This guy accused me of stealing. Keep in mind, this guy accused me of stealing. Employee of Fantasies Unlimited, they don't have a store here, by the way, anymore. They closed down, which kind of sucks because we don't have any, they don't, that's one of the reasons women like me out here because, like, yeah, women are always trying to get in my pants because these people are fucking boring. They're all boring. They have no sex life. We don't have a fucking sex store out here anymore. We don't have any adult novelty. So if you want, like, condoms, you have to get them at, like, a grocery store. If you want flavored lube, fuck you. You're not going to get flavored lube. You cannot have a spicy sex life out here, even as an adult. That's just simple facts. But that aside from the fact, this dude pleaded a guilty for embezzlement of $200 to $1,000 and the use of hydrocodone. In exchange for the guilty plea, other counts were dismissed. This guy accused me of stealing, guys. This guy accused me of stealing. So when I say this guy accused me of stealing, I mean it. This is the fucking guy. This is the guy who accused me of stealing. All right? This guy right here. All right? When I say that they project out here, I'm not fucking lying.